Hello, AESD families and staff. I am Dr. Chris Downing, proud superintendent of the Anaheim Elementary School District. Thank you for joining today's virtual town hall meeting. Interpretación en español está disponible llamando al 954-906-3470. Introducir el PIN 576246927. Today it is important to begin our town hall with the fact that our district will begin the school year on August 13th in a distance learning format until it is safe to return to in-person instruction. Although our teachers, principals, and all of our staff truly miss our students, I would like to share with you the most current data here in Anaheim that is driving our need to delay in-person instruction for the safety of all. To help us monitor the situation and make decisions based on relevant local data, our data team has been compiling COVID counts by the zip codes of our schools. This first graphic is a geographical view that includes the total cases thus far in each of our communities. The darker the shading, the more cases. As of July 28th, the population in our 5 zip codes account for the 84% of Anaheim's population. Anaheim is approximately 12% of the Orange County population, yet Anaheim's percentage of all Orange County COVID cases stands at 17%. This next graphic shows a 14-day history by zip code. The green bar shows the total cumulative cases, while the blue line tracks the daily rate of new cases. This helps us know whether the daily rate is on the rise or is slowing down. And as you can see by the rising bars, the numbers are increasing. This graphic is very important because sometimes there is misinformation that children cannot contract COVID-19. This data, taken from the Orange County Healthcare Agency website, shows more children between the ages of 0 and 17 are getting sick. Anaheim has had 503 cases of children with COVID. To the right, you can see children's case counts by our school's zip codes. As you can see, on the left, the numbers are much higher in Anaheim and Santa Ana, which is why these two communities have been identified as COVID-19 hotspots. The next few slides will provide you with information about our enhanced Distance Learning 3.0 instruction that will begin on August 13th. Please know that following our spring dismissal, we immediately began identifying ways to improve our instruction and make sure that there is more engagement for our students. We surveyed our 6th graders and their responses, along with feedback from parents, teachers, and other stakeholders to help us create this enhanced distance learning version 3.0. Daily instruction will look a lot different. Every day there will be live instruction via Microsoft Teams. There will be a daily schedule with a minimum of 240 instructional minutes. And there are also engagement and participation requirements that come from the state of California, including the daily attendance monitoring of students. This chart shows the daily schedule of instruction. As identified, there will be approximately 150 minutes of live instruction every Monday through Thursday. Fridays will provide students with a morning meeting with the teacher and then transition into an opportunity to complete all assignments for the week and prepare for the upcoming week. Additionally, every day at our sites, families can visit the school and pick up grab-and-go meals during the scheduled lunchtime for your school based on the morning start time. Both a morning snack and lunch will be provided for pickup. Our next slides will focus on how we intend to empower students to do their personal best. We'll talk about the academic focus and supplemental resources that will be available. We will talk about social emotional learning support for students and families, as well as intervention and related services. This slide shows the comprehensive and consistent system of online tools and standards-based curricula. As you can see, our district will provide Second Step, as well as iStation, MyMath, Rosetta Stone, Core 5, and of course our ELA program Benchmark. Our online resources are standards aligned, digitally accessible curriculum that enable the teachers to differentiate and personalize instruction and lessons. This slide illustrates the platforms that will be used, including Microsoft Teams, Screencastify, Seesaw, and Google Classroom, to ensure that students have access to safe and interactive daily instruction that allows personalized instruction and lessons. When we talk about the difference between our spring distance learning and our enhanced distance learning 3.0, this slide outlines for you the personalized student supports that will take place for every student. Our new enhanced distance learning will not only include teacher-led daily interactive instruction, but will also include RSP and speech services as determined by IEPs, individual and personalized supports with teachers that will allow them to schedule small group sessions and provide differentiated support based on student need. Next, we are proud that our Enhanced Distance Learning 3.0 will include our award-winning music program that will be provided virtually as part of the daily distance learning. Music and art will be scheduled for students on a weekly basis. Next, we thought it was important as a part of this town hall meeting to share with you that we are providing additional support for parents in your efforts to help students with distance learning. Parents, you'll be able to engage in virtual parent workshops to support your children. Our virtual workshop series will begin Wednesday, August 12th, and will be provided every first and third Thursday of 2020, beginning August 20th. Parents, you will be able to access the workshops on Google Meets, and you are invited to please visit the AESD website for more information. These next few slides will outline how our district will provide special education services to our students. Students with disabilities and special programs will be participating in educational programs consistent with the programs offered to general education peers, but with additional accommodations and/or modifications to support individualized needs. SDC teachers will be providing instruction on Microsoft Teams for TK through 6th grade students. Related services such as speech and language, RSP, or occupational therapy will also be provided via Microsoft Teams for TK through 6th grade students. Students in our preschool special programs will receive related services via Google Meets. Each student will have an individualized distance learning plan that will be sent to them no later than August 19th, 2020, which will provide greater specificity for how the services will be delivered. Families will also be receiving prior written notice this week regarding the district's plans for implementation of IEPs. Our special education will resume all assessments and IEP timelines beginning on August 13th, 2020. Assessments will be scheduled by site providers and will be conducted by appointment on an individual basis. IEP meetings will continue to be held via Google Meet while the district is in our distance learning format. We wanted to share with you how we will support our students' needs beyond academics. Please know that all classrooms will begin each day with social emotional learning lessons provided by the classroom teacher. This includes, but is not limited to, the second step curriculum, calm classroom activities, proactive restorative circles, check-ins, relationship building, and just getting to know one another. In addition to the universal social emotional learning lessons, the behavior support team, consisting of administrators, psychologists, counselors, behavioral health aides, nurses, BIAs, will provide support for all students in the form of classroom guidance lessons, including our zones of regulation, conflict resolution, and many more focusing on social emotional skill development. They will also provide support for students who are experiencing difficulty with the distance learning format. There will additionally be push-in support in our virtual classroom settings. And based on requests from families, additional behavior support team supports will be provided this year based on student needs, including check-in, check-out with students, small group-based counseling services, individual counseling sessions, and referrals to outside agencies to meet the needs of families and students. Parents, we're going to support you and continue our Wellness Wednesday series, as well as provide live face-to-face support linking parents with school and community resources. In support of students and families that may not want to return to in-person instruction for this entire school year or beyond, we are proud to launch the new Anaheim Elementary Online Academy. The Anaheim Elementary Online Academy will feature 100% online school for the entire year. We'll have teacher-led learning every day, engaging lessons, specialized teachers, personalized help, and an online community of support. There is flexibility for families and access to our amazing AESD resources and programs. So if you are interested in enrolling your child into our Anaheim Elementary Online Academy, please visit our website at aesd.org for more information. Next, I would like to address some of the questions that we received for today's town hall. If you submitted a question and it is not addressed in this meeting, the responses will be posted to our aesd.org website along with this presentation on Wednesday, August 5th. Our first question was submitted by Delia. And the question is, what is the plan for preschool students? Students enrolled in AESD's California State Preschool Program, or CSPP, will be engaged in a full distance learning program. Preschool teachers will be providing families with developmentally appropriate activities at this time through the Learning Genie learning management platform. Question number 2, submitted by Edith. Now as parents, will we have the support that the work is also in Spanish to be able to help the children at home, not only in English? And the answer, Edith, yes. AESD will provide parent support through videos, Google Meets, and coffee chats with the principal. Each school will communicate the date of their coffee chats with stakeholders. Question number 3, submitted by Alejandra. There will be for us tutors, a guide to support our children in distance learning so that they do not fall into despair of not understanding the lessons, since not all children learn at the same time. Yes, AESD will provide parent support through videos, Google Meets, and coffee chats, but also the daily interactive sessions with teachers and students will look a lot different than our spring program and will allow teachers to more directly address the individualized needs of students. Again, as a reminder, this will include small group sessions that can be scheduled when necessary. Question number 4, submitted by Noemi. What is the plan for providing services to those students with an IEP? My son started receiving services late in the year via Google Meet, but I had to be present. I could not continue to do this as I must return to work. All students, Noemi, who have IEPs will be receiving an individualized distance learning plan from their IEP team by August 19th. This plan will specify how services will be delivered for all areas of a child's IEP, and our IEP services will be delivered via Microsoft Teams for TK through 6th grade. So we hope this information received on August 19th will aid in your planning. Question number 5 was submitted by Marisol. Why is Anaheim Achieves, the YMCA, allowed to open and run an all-day program at the school site facility for a fee, but schools cannot reopen? Well, as part of Governor Newsom's stay-at-home order, community agencies were asked to provide childcare for parents who are essential workers that must return to work. The YMCA is providing childcare utilizing our AESD facilities for parents and families that have to return to work. Question number 6, submitted by Diana. When will kinder students know about their teacher and their Chromebook? Great question. Principals will be setting up individual appointments with new families to distribute technology and provide direction on how to access the necessary programs. More information will be provided by principals on Thursday, August 6th, 2020. Question number 7, submitted by Maria. How can I exchange my son's hotspot? The one he received does not work. Well, Maria, we ask you and all parents that are having technology issues to please contact your school office, and they will set up appointments as necessary to support your technology needs. Question number 8, submitted by Nydia. I would like to know what sanitary measures the district will take when students go back to school campus on a regular schedule when allowed. Also, what social distancing guidelines will be followed? The district will clean and sanitize all buildings and surface areas daily and frequently touched areas such as doorknobs, etc. throughout the day. A social distance of 6 feet or more will be taught, reinforced, and required of all school staff and students. Visual markers on the ground will help everyone maintain those distances, and furniture in the classrooms and offices will be arranged to ensure social distancing. Question number 9, submitted by Alejandra. How will we know the teachers assigned to our students? We would like to know their names. Alejandra, all schools will be sending teacher assignments this week. And question number 10. About how long do you think students will be able to return to campus to their classes, and what security measures will be in place? Well, due to the COVID-19 data in Anaheim and Orange County, all schools will be providing distance learning until the data indicates it is safe to return to in-person instruction. In looking at when we might return to campus, this graphic puts into perspective a 14-day case rate by zip code. A county with a 14-day case rate at 100 or higher is on the governor's monitoring list. As you can see in looking at the column to the right, in our zip codes, the case rates are well over 100 and in some cases as high as 400. So before we open our schools for in-person blended learning, please know that the governor is requiring that the county fall below 100 cases for every 100,000 residents. So as you could see from the previous graphic, we still have some work to do together in exercising social distancing and all of the practices that are going to help reduce COVID-19 spread in our community. Distance learning through homeschool is a temporary emergency measure and will allow us to transition to our blended learning model of both in-person and at home when the thresholds established by the California Department of Public Health and guidance from Governor Newsom are met. We would like to thank you for joining today's virtual town hall. We invite you to view our videos on YouTube, participate in our upcoming virtual training for families, and participate in the virtual chats with your school principal by visiting our distance learning webpage, reading our weekly letters, and also calling your school office Monday through Friday. On behalf of our AESD Board of Education and all of our staff, we look forward to implementing our daily interactive distance learning program and ensuring your children have access to high-quality instruction. We appreciate all of you and so look forward to the day when we can be together again in person. Thank you all and have a great school year.